Good day and welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we're going to be taking a look at the, basically at the Zenkai that's come out for the blue Gotenks absorbed Super Buu. So this is, or Buu Super as they call them in Legends. So this is obviously the latest Zenkai to come to DBZ Legends. And we'll take a look at just how good he is, basically after a Zenkai. But he looks pretty decent. So in terms of his special move, that's changed. He gained 25% increase to special move damage on it. It also cancels enemy attribute upgrades and buff effects. And this will activate 3 times now, which is pretty good. He also has blast armor, which does help out a lot in the current meta. The main ability, this changed. He now draws a special arts card next on top of the previous effects. He also cannot have his damage reduction cancelled. He has plus 100% to his own key recovery, and of course he pretty much does the same as what he did before. In terms of his special skill, this has changed a little bit but not too much. The second effect is key by 35 now, and his final effect also adds ki plus 20 and changes it to 30% damage inflicted. His ability obviously remains the same, whereas the Zenkai ability of course is for blue and episode Majin Buu Saga, which is pretty good. It includes the latest tag unit, Goku and Vegeta, and exchange standby tag unit, and also includes Majin Vegeta as well, along with some pretty cool blue regen units like Kid Buu. In terms of unique abilities, honestly it's a little bit, there's quite a few changes here. So in terms of his first ability, he gained damage reduction of 30% as a baseline, plus 20% to damage inflicted, which kind of makes sense. In terms of birth of the mightiest Majin, things changed there quite substantially. So previously obviously all kind of similar effects, but now he's also gained on top of that increased arts card draw speed. He also has a restoration of 30% of damage received, and he randomly draws 4 or more newer cards when he has 3 or fewer cards after the enemy lands an attack. So pretty significant changes. In terms of his other unique abilities, he has Relaxed Attitude, which you get with the Adept Class Awakening panel, and the following effects will occur when he performs a Vanishing Step: restoration of his own ki, 20% blast damage inflicted, applies attribute upgrade, shorten substitution count for 10 timer counts, and randomly destroys 1 enemy card. All pretty good stuff, allows him to provide a bit of tempo control, which is good. And then we have Overflowing Pride, which restores his ki by 10 every time he uses a blast arts card, is vanish engaged by 10%, and plus 30% to blast damage inflicted, along with also reducing enemy ki recovery. So cool stuff. In terms of getting his Zenkai Awakening power, it's all the standard kind of procedures. You have the Awakening missions, you also have the Battle Gauntlet, you can Zenkai summon, you can buy the booster, or in future, after the period of the current Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush is over, you can grab him from the Zenkai Ultra Space Time Rush store. So pretty decent stuff. In terms of his boost ability, like I said, blue Majin Buu characters is pretty straightforward. I think the most notable ones are obviously Buu Kid, the Legends Limited one, pretty noticeable. You then also have the Legends Limited Majin Vegeta and the Legends Limited Super Saiyan 3 and Super Saiyan Goku, all of which are pretty solid choices. And most players should, I don't want to say should have them, but most players will probably have them. The missions for the Zenkai Awakening power are relatively straightforward and super duper simple. As per usual, it's knocking out a couple enemies, performing some limited time rewards and hyperdimensional co-op, and playing some PvP. The Battle Gauntlet is yellow type units, so there's plenty of options here with the new Ultra Kid Buu, the Ultra Rare Goku, Vegito, and of course the recently Zenkai Goku, and some just pretty decent options. So this Battle Gauntlet seems a little bit more achievable, or I don't want to say more achievable, but maybe more accessible for some people, but obviously if you've got one of the Ultras, your life becomes substantially easier. In terms of everything else, There is this booster. I don't suggest you buy it. I never suggest buying these things unless unit's absolutely cracked. And although he seems good, I just wouldn't suggest it. And then, of course, if you don't want to do any of the grind, you can just go and summon for a Zenkai power, which obviously suits some of you, but doesn't necessarily suit me. So good luck with that. But beyond that, I do have him at 7 stars, so we'll be Zenkai Awakening him, and we'll be taking a look at how good he can get. And yeah, I think that kind of covers everything. There's not really anything else to mention. He's got a nice coverage with his Zenkai ability, so yeah, we'll see how good he is. And that's it from me. Bye.